eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
Girl, I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Just sit up here with a straight face, and still Trump's no taxes on tip proposal. You know he came up with that. You unoriginal. See, you unoriginal. Kamala, this is not your first time stealing, okay? You've been running around stealing a black woman's identity, claiming to be black when you ain't really black, okay? You're changing your accent, so you stole a black woman's southern accent. Not only that, you stole a married man from a black woman. Yeah, you stole Willie Brown. He was a married man, okay? You stole him from a black woman, okay? Now you over here stealing Trump's no taxes on tip proposal. What you going? Oh, not only that, you stole Joe Biden's nomination. Yeah, Kamala, you ain't nothing but a thief. You know, what are you going to steal next, huh? What's next, Kamala Harris, huh? You going to make America great again? Is that next? Oh, my goodness.
All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again. And before we start, please put prayers for Donald Trump in the comment section. We must protect President Trump at all times. And as y'all can see at the beginning of this video, you can see how Kamala Harris, she has no policies. All she doing is just stealing. Now she's stealing Donald Trump's no tax on tips. She stole a married man from his wife. All she's been doing is just stealing and stealing and stealing. Now she's in very big trouble. Now she used this sheriff up in her latest ad, trying to make it seem like this sheriff supports her. When this sheriff say he does not support him, neither does his staff. They support Donald Trump, and Kamala Harris put him in her ad without his consent when he don't even support her, and he is pissed off about it. So right now, Kamala Harris is in huge trouble, and this is where she get. This is the same woman who wants to defund the police, but yet she gonna try to put them in her ad to make it seem like they support her. And the sheriff come out and say, we do not support this woman. We know what she did in California. She did nothing. She was horrible. And so, like I said, now she's in huge trouble. So like I said, make sure y'all please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this video. I'm going to let the whole entire video play, and I'll let y'all know what I think about it in the end, all right? So without further ado, make sure you please hit that like button so more people can see this video. This woman is just a thief. All she do is steal, lie, and now you want to defund the police, and now you want to put them in your ad. That is crazy. So let's go ahead and dive straight into this, y'all. Let's go.
Kamala Harris has spent decades fighting violent crime. As a border state prosecutor, she took on drug cartels and jailed gang members for smuggling weapons and drugs across the border.
So Kamala Harris is trying to flip the script on her border record. And one sheriff that is in that ad is outraged as she uses his image to do so. Tulare County, California Sheriff Mike Boudreaux joins us now. So Sheriff, when you saw that ad and that she was representing you as an endorsement, what was your reaction?
Well, I can tell you here in California, we're ready for someone that's going to support law enforcement. Kamala Harris and law enforcement in California, we're very familiar with her and how she has done over the course of years as a senator and as a prosecutor and as the attorney general. And I can tell you that this ad is deceiving, to say the least. I remember this particular case where we did a drug cartel or a drug trafficking organization where we worked with DEA. And the issue was that in this particular situation, she showed up for a soundbite. She didn't shake anyone's hands, and she quickly left the briefing room. So for me in law enforcement to see my face and image along with my law enforcement counterparts being represented as standing alongside Kamala Harris was truly disheartening. We do not support Kamala Harris. She has a history of not supporting law enforcement. And I just wanted to come out and say that for me in Tulare County, the sheriff of Tulare County, looking out for victims, looking for someone who's going to support criminal justice and law enforcement, That is best represented by Donald Trump and not Kamala Harris.
You know, it's remarkable, Sheriff, because I've never heard of a politician go in amongst a group of voters or other elected officials, law enforcement, and not shake their hands. But part of the spin, people in the media or people that support Kamala Harris, they're saying that she's changed. Do you believe Kamala Harris has changed on the issue of the border and the cartel?
Well, I mean, I have to go along with what history shows. And history with her record does not show that she's supportive of any type of law enforcement agency. She's not supportive of a secure and strong border. It's evident when we have untold amounts of fentanyl cartels right here in my county that we have worked to dismantle, along with human trafficking that takes place up and down the state of California, right across the border. When she was the attorney general, that could have been secured. It wasn't. Her as vice president could have made moves to secure that. It wasn't. So I would say that we have to go on a track record. And the track record is not conducive or supportive of anything that she's saying within that ad.
Real quickly, Sheriff, one of the criticisms that I've heard, even former staffers that have gone, they won't provide their name, but they say when they're doing briefings with her that she's not aware of the topics, she doesn't read the briefing books. Just with your experience with Kamala Harris when she was AG, did she seem to understand what was happening at the time?
Well, in the particular case that we were there in that video clip, she did not fully have all the information. But having said that, the Attorney General here in California goes through thousands of cases. I mean, I can't criticize her for not being directly briefed on many cases, but in that particular case, it seemed as if she had received a last-minute briefing.
Yeah. Sheriff, someone that knows Kamala Harris, that is in the state that she once represented, Sheriff Boudreaux, thank you so much for joining the program.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great day.
I wonder if they're going to take that ad down now that the sheriff is saying, hey, he does not support her. All right, we'll be following.
Wow. So this sheriff said he does not support Kamala Harris. So she only showed up to where they was for sound bites. She didn't shake their hand or anything. And we all knew she would have did that because she wants to defund the police. We done heard her own record saying it plenty of times. She wants to defund the police. Donald Trump didn't expose her for the longest. That's why I said all this woman is doing is pandering to the black people. Like I said, she stole a man from his wife, Willie Brown. Just look at all the things she's doing. You go to her website right now, she has no policies over there. All she got is 7 donation buttons. All Kamala Harris want is money. She have no policy. What are people giving you money for when you don't have a policy? Her very first policy was copying Donald Trump's no tax on tips. Her very first policy she tried to come up with was Donald Trump's no tax on tips. She is a copycat. She don't stand for anything. All she do is lie. You see how upset this sheriff was about the whole situation. Like, think about it. She showed up to where they was, didn't shake their hand, didn't really have good conversations or anything. Like he said, she came for sound bites and then she left. Anytime you see Donald Trump in any videos with law enforcement, he always showing them love. He's shaking their hand. He talking to them and stuff like that. We always see that with Donald Trump. We always see him do that. But now look at Kamala Harris. Want to use this sheriff likeness and his workers, want to use them in her ad to make it seem like they support her when they don't. He obviously said he supports Donald Trump because Donald Trump ain't trying to defund the police. Donald Trump loves the police. We need the police to try to keep the streets clean. Because think about what'll happen if there is no police. You know how much robbing will be going on right now? You know how much people will be doing stuff to other people if there's no police? Just think about that. I mean, we will be in a world of trouble because people feel like they can just rob, do whatever they want, and there's no consequences. That right there is what Kamala Harris supports. She wanted to defund the police. She want to let criminals out of jail. She want to let illegal immigrants come across the border. These are all her policies that she wants. And it just make everybody sick that her first thing that comes to mind with her is stealing from Donald Trump trying to use his no tax on tips. Anybody that's watching her, if you support Kamala Harris, won't you say something about that? Why is you copying Donald Trump? Why you can't come up with your own policy? Why don't your website have any policies over there? Why are we giving you money? You got 7 buttons and they all got donations on it. No policies, nothing. Just want your money. She ain't did any interviews at CNN, ABC. Ain't nobody asking her any tough questions. She's running away from media. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance has been answering questions, been doing everything they can to talk to the American people about what they're going to do to make America great again. And Kamala Harris has failed to do that. So, like I said before, y'all let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think about this? Obviously, the sheriff was not happy about what Kamala Harris did, using him in her latest ad when they don't even support her, when she don't even support them, when she wanted to fund the police and all of that. I mean, but that right there really got me, though. She, after he said that she showed up, didn't shake their hands, she only came for sound bites and just left. That is sickening. That right there ought to tell you everything you need to know about Kamala Scamala Harris. She do not care about the American people. The only person that cares about the American people is Donald J. Trump. Yes. So like I said before, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.